arrived in Havana one summer evening with an old guitar and a dream to chase. The harbor glowed beneath the moonlight, and the sea breeze brushed my face. I played for coins along the waterfront while the ships rolled in and out, and every night the city taught me what love was all about. Then I saw you near the marketplace, dancing as the band played slow. From that moment on, my restless heart had nowhere left to go. The moon was shining on the water, shining on the sea, and your eyes were brighter than the stars, brighter than the sea. I knew my road was changing, changing destiny. I'm the desperado of Havana Bay, Havana Bay. A wandering heart that lost its way, lost its way. I crossed the oceans, crossed the night, but your love became my guiding light. The desperado of Havana Bay. We spent our days beneath the palm trees and our nights beneath the sky, sharing stories, dreams, and secrets as the world kept drifting by. The old musicians played son Cubano till the morning sun appeared, and every melody they offered was another souvenir. But the road still called my name, like it always used to do. So I left with a promise that I'd someday return to you. The train was waiting at the station, waiting there for me. You stood crying in the shadow by the old ceiba tree. I never knew that one goodbye would become my memory. I'm the desperado of Havana Bay, Havana Bay. A wandering heart that lost its way, lost its way. I crossed the oceans, crossed the night, but your love became my guiding light. The desperado of Havana Bay. Now the years have passed like sailboats, disappearing with the tide. Yet every song I ever wrote still keeps you by my side. The roads gave me adventure, the world gave me applause, but none of them could heal the emptiness of losing what I lost. I'm the desperado of Havana Bay, Havana Bay. Still carrying your memory every day, every day. And if the stars still guide me home, I'll never wander on alone. The desperado of Havana Bay, the desperado of Havana Bay. Only place my heart belongs, belongs. Havana Clara, casting silver on the sea. The harbor lights began to shimmer like old memories calling me. I walked along the coastal avenue, past the cafes and the piers, with a weathered guitar upon my shoulder and a pocket full of years. The fishermen were telling stories as the evening drifted by, and every breeze from off the ocean felt like your soft goodbye. Some loves fade with the seasons, some disappear with time, but yours remains inside my soul like an unfinished ride. Moon over Bahia Clara, shining on the restless tide. You were the only compass for this wandering heart of mine. Moon over Bahia Clara, still lighting up the shore. Though I've crossed 1,000 borders, I keep returning here once more, to the place where I first loved you. You wore a red flower in your hair the summer we first met, dancing to old boleros beneath the sky of violet. The band played through the midnight hours, trumpets singing bright and clear, and every note became a promise I still carry year by year. But the road caught like a wild wind, and I followed where it led, never knowing all those miles would leave your memory instead. Now every train station reminds me of the night I walked away, and every sunset asks me why I couldn't stay. Moon over Bahia Clara, shining on the restless tide. You were the only compass for this wandering heart of mine. Moon over Bahia Clara, still lighting up the shore. Though I've crossed 1,000 borders, I keep returning here once more, to the place where I first loved you. If I could rewrite the story, I'd erase that last goodbye. I'd choose your arms over freedom and your smile over the sky. Because every road I traveled, every stage beneath the lights, only taught me that true love is worth more than endless nights. And every song I've ever written has carried your name somehow. Moon over Bahia Clara, guide me safely home tonight, like the beacon in the harbor, burning through the dark with light. Moon over Bahia Clara, hear this old guitar confess tide. The waves still kiss the shoreline, the stars still shine above, and somewhere in Bahia Clara lives my one true love. Harbor lights were dancing on the waters of Santa Maria. Fishing boats rocked gently as the evening bells began to toll. I walked along the shoreline with my old guitar in hand, following the scent of salt and jasmine, carried softly through the sand. The ocean sang familiar stories of lovers torn apart, and every wave that touched the shore returned a piece of my heart. Years have passed like sailboats, disappearing with the tide. But some loves leave an anchor deep inside. At the harbor of lost serenades, I still hear your voice tonight, floating through the moonlit water like a beacon in the night. At the harbor of lost serenades, your memory remains like an old song played forever through the sunshine and the rain. And every note my guitar plays still belongs to you. We used to sit beneath the palms where the warm sea breeze would blow, watching distant ships arrive with nowhere else to go. You believe the stars had answers written somewhere in the sky, while I believed the road was calling and never questioned why. I left before the summer ended, with dreams too wild to tame, never knowing all those years would bring me back again. Now every sunset on the ocean paints your silhouette in gold, and every passing season makes our story feel untold. At the harbor of lost serenades, I still hear your voice tonight, floating through the moonlit water like a beacon in the night. At the harbor of lost serenades, your memory remains like an old song played belongs to you. If I could sail against the current and return to yesterday, I'd trade 1,000 distant cities for one chance to make you stay. I'd leave behind my restless shadow and every road I've ever known, because all the freedom I was chasing could never feel like home. Home was always in your eyes. At the harbor of lost serenades, the waves still sing your name. And the stars above the ocean have never changed. At the harbor of lost serenades, I finally understand. Love was never meant for leaving. It was meant to hold my hand. And when my final song is written and the sea meets the sky above, I'll find you by the harbor lights and bring you all my love. The tide keeps rolling slowly, the moon still lights the sea, and somewhere by the harbor, you're waiting there for me, waiting there for me. The harbor lights were dancing on the waters of Santa Marisol. Fishing boats rock gently as the evening bells began to toll. I walked the
The sun was falling over Santiago, turning every rooftop gold. I arrived with an old guitar and stories waiting to be told. The streets were alive with music, every doorway held a song, and somewhere in that crowded plaza I knew that I belonged. Then I saw you by the fountain with a flower in your hair, and the whole world seemed to vanish when I found you standing there. The night was warm and full of laughter, full of laughter. The stars were shining overhead, overhead, and every beat of my heart whispered what my lips never said. One last dancing Santiago, Santiago, before the morning steals the night, steals the night. Hold me close beneath the moonlight glow, before the restless winds begin to blow. One last dance in Santiago. For months we walked the seaside avenues, listening to the waves roll in. You'd laugh every time I sang and tell me where to begin. The fishermen all knew your father, the bartenders knew my name, and every evening by the harbor never felt quite the same. But the road called from the distance like an old familiar friend, and I followed it believing I'd return before the end. The train stood waiting by the station, waiting there for you. I promised I'd come back someday, someday soon. But promises can fade like smoke beneath the moon. One last dance in Santiago, Santiago, before the morning steals the night, steals the night. Hold me close beneath the moonlight glow, before the restless winds begin to blow. One last dance in Santiago. Years rolled by like ocean currents, pulling me from shore to shore. I played my songs for countless strangers, yet still wanted something more. Because every city felt incomplete, every sunset felt too small, compared to that final evening when we danced and had it all. One last dance in Santiago. Now I'm finally coming home, coming home. The roads are behind me, the years are gone, but my heart kept singing the same old song. One last dance in Santiago. If you're waiting by the harbor light, I'll hold you through the rest of my life, rest of my life. Oh, one last dance tonight. Woo! One last dance tonight. The sun was melting into the ocean, painting gold across the bay. Fishing boats rocked in the harbor as another day slipped away. I walked the streets of Puerto Azul with my guitar upon my back, following memories through the twilight, along familiar railroad tracks. The old cafe beside the water still played songs from long ago, and every melody reminded me of the girl I used to know. The sea keeps all its secrets hidden underneath the tide,
but no wave can wash away the love I left behind. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, you still dance inside my mind, like a summer breeze from yesterday, too beautiful to leave behind. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, your laughter fills the air, and every road I've traveled since has only led me there, back to you, back to you. We used to watch the moonlight fall across the restless sea. You would dream about forever, while forever frightened me. I was chasing distant horizons, searching for a bigger sky, never knowing every mile away would become another goodbye. The band would play old boleros as couples dance beneath the stars, and your hand would find mine gently, healing all my hidden scars. Now every harbor looks familiar, every sunset feels the same, because every beautiful memory still whispers your name. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, you still dance inside my mind, like a summer breeze from yesterday, too beautiful to leave behind. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, your laughter fills the air, and every road I've traveled since has only led me there, back to you, back to you. If I could relive one evening, I'd choose that night by the shore, when your eyes reflected moonlight and I needed nothing more. I'd leave behind the highways and every dream I chased, 'cause all the treasures of the world cannot replace your embrace. And all these years have taught me what my younger heart never knew. Home was never a destination, home was always you. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, the stars still shine above, and everyone reminds me of our endless summer love. Under the palms of Puerto Azul, the ocean sings our song, though the years have passed between us, my heart stayed there all along. And when my wandering days are over and the final sunset falls, I'll return beneath those palm trees and answer your call. The tide still meets the shoreline, the moon still lights the blue, and somewhere in Puerto Azul, my heart belongs to you. My heart belongs to you. My heart belongs to you.